A silent cry. All my life, I dream of becoming a mother. The moment finally came as I waited for my test results. I pondered whether it would be a girl or a boy. A college of excitement and numbness filled my heart. The doctor's quietly opens. Well, I have good news. You are 8 weeks pregnant. The doctor announces. My excitement is palpable, but the joy is short-lived. A silent cry. The baby no more. The doctor said, this happens often. He encourages me to keep trying. I was extremely saddened, yet I maintained a smile on my face. Months later, I received the good news that I was pregnant again. This too was short-lived. Another silent cry. Why me? Why me? I asked myself. Nevertheless, I was determined to keep trying, even if it meant another silent cry. My doctor referred me to a specialist to determine why I kept having miscarriages. 2 months later, I returned to the doctor's office to discuss my test results. I waited patiently, wondering what the doctor would say. And when the doctor entered the room, he explained the reason for my miscarriages. You are a normal and healthy woman, but you carry a defective chromosome. You have 50% chance of ever becoming pregnant. If you give birth, your baby may have severe mental problems. A silent cry. Suddenly, my world came to a halt. I had to place all my trust in God. Everyone around me was getting pregnant. All my friends, including my sisters. Another silent cry. I continued to ask God for healing and favor. Then my favor will shine on you like the morning sun, and your words will quickly heal. I will always be with you to save you. My presence will protect you on every side. When you pray, I will answer you. I knew God could heal, but I still wrestled in my heart and questioned in my spirit. When will my prayers be answered? Then went to 4 months. I kept attending every baby shower with a smile. And 1 year later, I became pregnant again. This was my 14th pregnancy. Lord, my God, continue to heal my body. Help me to carry my baby to term. I prayed. 8 weeks went by, then 10 weeks. I was overjoyed that my baby was growing inside of me. At 16 weeks, the doctor scheduled me for a test called an amniocentesis. This test will determine if my baby was a carrier of this defective chromosome. I was so nervous throughout the night, unable to wait until the following day for that test. Suddenly, I felt a gush of water saturating my bed. Oh my gosh, what is happening? I thought. I was rushed to the hospital, my mind racing with thoughts of my baby. The doctor placed the heart monitor on my stomach, and I could hear my baby's heartbeat. The doctors assured me that my baby's heart was very strong, and I was advised to stay in the hospital for further observation, possibly until my baby was born. The doctors had scheduled my amniocentesis test the following morning, but throughout the night I prayed that my baby would be all right, hoping the test result would indicate no disabilities. Nurses frequently checked on my me and my baby during the night. Suddenly, I developed a dangerous high fever. I was informed that they needed to induce labor, or I could die because both the baby and I have developed an infection. And my baby was unprotected due to loss of the amniotic fluid. A silent cry swept over me. I kept praying for my baby to survive the labor. After 48 hours of pushing, the doctor said my baby was breech. The doctor had to turn my baby around while still inside of me. I pushed and I pushed until finally my baby was born. A beautiful baby boy. He wasn't breathing. The doctor said he was too weak to endure the labor and had an infection. A silent cry. It overwhelmed me. All I could do was stare at him. My baby boy. I cried and I cried. The doctor said did I want to have a funeral? I said no. They moved me out of labor and delivery. The following day, I was released from the hospital. No more baby. My breast was engorged with milk. It was so painful. A silent cry. No words could help me overcome this. At my 6 weeks checkup, my doctor informed me that my baby's test results were back, and he was not a carrier of the defective chromosome. My cervix was just weak from the past miscarriages. That is why my water bag broke. But God was not done with me yet. 6 months later, I was pregnant again, marking my 15th pregnancy. After 8 weeks, I underwent an amniocentesis, and the results indicated that my baby was healthy and not a carrier of the adverse chromosome. My cervix was stitched up, and I remained on bed rest. 20 weeks went by, then another 30 weeks, and finally 39 weeks until my baby was finally born. It was a baby boy, and he was born on Easter Sunday. This time, my cry was in the hospital room, and they all stood in amazement of what God has done. Some were cheering, others were crying. We were all in tears. 2 years later, I gave birth to my second son, and a year later to my baby daughter. No more silent cries, just faith and trust in God. I dedicate to my 14 unborn and my 3 children, Darius, Zachary, and Sierra. The silent cry.